one often becomes a psychologist, a psychotherapist at first because one wants to understand oneself. And I was interested in this very early on. I also I was interested in the human condition. I was interested in what brings the good out of people and what brings evil out in people, and that really came from my family background. My parents were both Nazi concentration camp survivors, Holocaust survivors. They both lost their entire family. They were the only survivors. They arrived to Belgium from Poland by chance. They were illegal refugees in Belgium after that for another 5 years. And this was seeped into my history. Who belongs? Who gets excluded? What is discrimination? Why does hatred exist? How do you get people to look at you differently? How do you get people to humanize each other? All these things. And that really meant relationships. So I got very, very interested in relationships. And then gradually, from groups to families, I became really interested in the unit called the couple. But it's not all I do, but I found the couple a fascinating entity and a very virgin territory, because couples therapy is a rather new field. And I wasn't originally necessarily looking at issues of sexuality. I was actually much more interested in looking at families and couples in cultural transition. And I was interested in three groups of people: refugees who move, they are in cultural transition; mixed marriages, who are people from mixed races, cultures, and religions, they are in cultural transition, though it happens in their own living room. And then sexuality came in, because I thought it is actually an incredible lens for looking at societies, at cultures, at civilization, is to look through the lens of sexuality. The most radical and progressive changes of a culture take place there, and the most intransigent, rooted aspect of a culture also take place there, and particularly as how it applies to women and to children. But I won't even say that. I think it's really for all. So then sexuality became kind of the place through which I was going to study all of that stuff.